The results for myself have been incredible. So the CELLER8 is actually fitted in seamlessly within the facility. Mary came in and she had 75% oxygen within her blood. She couldn't use the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Why don't you try the pulse electric and magnetic field therapy and the red light while you're there? We then retested and it was back up to 94. With the CELLER8, you're straight on it and it works instantly. There's no pressurizing, there's no getting down to pressure. You're on it, and as soon as you hit that button on the mat and the controller, you're instantly getting the benefits of that PEMF. It's just an incredible piece of kit that works for those with chronic illnesses, but also with the general public. Easy, portable, amazing contraption that, yeah, you get so much benefit from.
Why did you introduce CELLER8 into the NorthWest Wellbeing Hub?
For myself, the reason why I brought pulse electric magnetic field therapy into this building, and certainly CELLER8, is that I like to research everything, and I like to look for new therapies that are out there, not just for people with chronic illnesses to utilise, but for the general public as well, because I believe that prevention is better than a cure, and we should be investing in our health and not our wealth. So I went on a bit of a deep dive and was listening to a podcast about all different new therapies around the world, and pulse electric magnetic field therapy came up. Now, I'd never heard of this, but it made sense that, you know, we have the quantum energy off the earth, grounding, I knew that, but I didn't know too much about pulse electromagnetic field therapy. So I went on down a rabbit hole and I thought, this is what I think would be a bit of a game changer within this facility. So I researched and I came across the company CELLER8, and I just loved everything they were about. I loved the fact that they had the mat, which provided the therapy, but they also had the control as well. And I'm ex-military, so I call the mat the general service weapon. So when I'm on there, that magnetic field, that torrid effect is affecting my body. But if I've got a major injury, which I have had with my shoulder, I get the sniper rifle, and that gets in there, which is double the strength of the mat. And brought it here, and the results for myself have been incredible.
How did it fit in alongside other therapies you offer?
So the CELLER8 is actually fitted in seamlessly within the facility. The fact that it is portable, it is a massive bonus. You can take it at home. I can, have it in work. But we've got our own room now, specifically for it's called the Energy and Light Room, CELLER8, and that's where we have 2 devices in there. But not just that, you can stack it. It's that portable. So I go into the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. We have 3 within this facility, and I can lie on it and get the benefits of the pulse electric magnetic field therapy, as well as the oxygen. And to be honest, I think that the pulse electric magnetic field therapy should be delivered before going into the CELLER8, and we're seeing massive, massive results with that combination before and after. We're doing a study at the moment with COPD. So when people come in with COPD, we had one of our workers, his mum tell, Mary came in and she had 75% oxygen within her blood. Usually it'd be straight to hospital, but we knew she had COPD and lung problem. I made the decision she couldn't use the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Why don't you try the pulse electric and magnetic field therapy and the red light while you're there? We then retested and it was back up to 94. So we thought there's obviously a correlation here, and we've found that when we're doing this with people with COPD and with low blood oxygen levels, once we put them on the PEMF, it's back up to 96, 97%. But I also take it under the red light. It's just an easy, portable, amazing contraption that, yeah, you get so much benefit from.
How has incorporating the CELLER8 enhanced overall offerings and services here?
By bringing CELLER8 into the facility at the NorthWest Wellbeing Hub, it's actually increased our offerings of different therapies that we utilise within here. I would being honest, when we first brought it in, with people not really knowing too much about it, it wasn't being booked. So by doing social media posts, by speaking quite openly and telling people what it's about, people started to get a bit more inquisitive, a bit more, well, let's try that. And it's now one of our most popular ones back, especially with stacking it with the energy and light. So we do the red light, infrared light with the energy. So you get dual regeneration at the same time.
Was it easy to incorporate, and does everyone find it easy to operate and use?
It is very easy to use with it within this facility. As I say, some of the offerings that we do have here, like the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, it's an hour and a half out of time when you're putting it and it's out your day, especially for the staff and that, because you've got to use it when you're not in work time. With the CELLER8, you're straight on it and it works instantly. There's no pressurizing, there's no getting down to pressure. You're on it, and as soon as you hit that button on the mat and the controller, you're instantly getting the benefits of that PEMF, that pulse electric magnetic field therapy. It's easy to use and it fits in seamlessly.
Are there any common conditions and issues people use CELLER8 for?
With what we are, and with the NorthWest Wellbeing, we do have a lot of people with chronic illnesses coming through this facility. And one of the big things we talk about is obviously inflammation within the blood. And by using the pulse electric magnetic field, certainly CELLER8, what that does is that separates the proliferation of the blood cells, which are coin rolls, which allows a better upregulation of oxygen. And that's why it links in really well with the COPD, because obviously those coin rolls, that swamp within the blood, should we say, by being on that magnetic field therapy, that torus magnetic field, just allows the electrons back into those cells to fire again, to get them working. So the proliferation in the blood is nice and separate. The oxygen can flow, the upregulation of nutrients. It's just an incredible piece of kit that works for those with chronic illnesses, but also with the general public, because you never know when you're going to get a chronic illness or an acute injury.
Have you seen any changes in business and clientele since introducing CELLER8?
We've actually seen an increase in sales and people coming through the door through to having pulse electric magnetic, certainly the CELLER8. Again, it's very quick and it's very easy. There are no side effects from it. You could actually use it all day, every day, but obviously that would cost a lot of money for people to come through the door. But we've seen a big uptake within people coming through the doors wanting pulse electric magnetic field therapy.
If someone is new, what can they expect from their first session?
I'd say when they come in, they're going to get a full introduction, as they do with any therapy, about the pulse electric magnetic field therapy. What they will expect is to be relaxed, to be calm. And then depending on what time of day, what the setting is, whether it's morning, it's afternoon or it's night, they're either going to feel really energized or really relaxed.
Do you have any standout client stories or case studies using CELLER8?
Well, actually, a big standout case for me is actually myself. So 3 weeks ago, I summited Kilimanjaro with the team for here. What I did was I took the CELLER8 sniper rifle, the controller. And what I did is I utilized that, because obviously the higher you get in altitude, the less oxygen levels that you have. So when we were at, say, 4,600 meters, our oxygen levels were about 86%. Now, usually that'd be straight to hospital, but it's due to the density of the oxygen up there. So what I did is every morning I would put the CELLER8 on my chest whilst I was in my sleeping bag, and I would monitor my levels. And what it showed was my levels were consistently higher than everyone else's around me. And the one day I didn't use it, it dropped by 10%. The next night I put it on and it went back up. So CELLER8 actually improved my oxygen levels on the mountain, and I believe it helped me successfully summit Mount Kilimanjaro, the 4th highest mountain in the world.
What would you say to anyone considering PEMF for the first time?
Just do it.